Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Derek here. We are finally back reacting to another episode of Lucifer. This is season 5, episode 13. It is called A Little Harmless Stalking. Now, where did we leave off last time on Lucifer? Last time was all about Daniel Espinosa's very bad, awful, no good day. Or whatever that one movie's called. Very bad, no good, awful day. Yeah, he had a rough time. He went south for like a prisoner transport, and everything possible went wrong from there. He had to like transport a decapitated head in a box. He had to deal with rival gangs, and everyone died, including Maze. And then we found out at the end that it was all just like some big prank by Lucifer because Dan shot him before. I believe in the Blue Balls episode, right? That's like right after Dan finds out that Lucifer is like the devil. And so that last episode kind of felt like a good like break point, because there was gonna be like 5 movies coming out that I needed to watch and react to. So I kind of like, I just took a little bit of a break, but now I'm back. I'm ready for the last 4 episodes and I'm psyched. It's gonna be good. I'm surprised we haven't seen Eve yet. I swear she was supposed to be in this season. So I guess we'll see her eventually, hopefully. You know, she's an interesting character, so I hope she doesn't just appear at the end. Yeah, but this one's about Linda, I guess, and Maze, so let's see what happens. Before we jump into this though, please consider leaving a like on the video. Helps my channel out a ton, helps my videos get seen more. Hit subscribe if you want to see more reactions from me, including Lucifer or Outer Banks when it comes back on Friday. And then if full-length reactions are something that interests you, I post all of my reactions in full-length watch-along format on my Patreon. There you can become a super supporter and get featured in all of my videos. But other than that, let's jump into this episode.
That's pretty cool, Maze. You're growing us all. Amazing. And God told you.
Friends.
Wow.
But now my question is, am I done growing it?
Or is Linda following someone else?
Yes,
Okay.
Maze, of course. So, do you feel?
That looks like a teenager.
Okay. I know what I'm doing.
Do you know what you're doing? You trying to find your kid? I thought you already did that.
Hello, sailor.
What on earth are you doing?
He's putting a chip in a bottle.
And what about the prank you pulled on poor Dan?
Very important business. Took weeks to plan. And now that it's over, I think I'm going to learn the French horn. Been meaning to do that.
Or he doesn't want to deal with the important stuff. Let's see how it is.
The world can't be without a god.
You're right. Somebody will replace him. And by somebody, I mean you.
Me?
Don't play coy, brother.
It's a big job. The biggest.
You need help?
How would I even go about making that kind of decision?
Well,
You want his blessing?
situations like these when
So I feel like Amenadiel's trying to get Lucifer to convince him not to do it. Maybe? I might be wrong there.
French horn.
And right now, I need to know. One way or another.
Are
I
you
need to
in
know if
or are you
we're
out?
together. That's it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Let's just do it. It's obvious we want to be together, so let's just stop overthinking it.
I agree.
Be together.
Okay. Let's do it.
Sorry.
The horn.
Euphemism.
I have to know, are you guys together or not?
Yes.
We are.
Definitely together.
Well, it's about damn time.
Hey guys, you're gonna want to brace yourselves for this one.
Brace ourselves. Why?
17 children were murdered. Wait, isn't this the house that this is the house that Linda tracked that teenager to? This is straight up the house that Linda tracked that person to. Linda, why did you kill this person? What is wrong with you, Linda?
I did it. I killed him.
Okay, no, you're a liar.
Daniel, you could have warned us.
Linda, you killed that man.
I said I did, didn't I?
Okay. Why?
No, you didn't. I don't believe you.
I think the more important question is, why is it so hard for you to take me at my word?
Trust issues usually stem from a problem.
What is it you desire?
I want to protect my child.
Linda, if someone is trying to hurt Charlie, we can help.
No,
him.
the other
How
kid.
is getting arrested for murder gonna protect him?
No,
Our time
the
is
other
up.
kid, the girl. Was that guy trying to hurt the kid? Sorry, I had to do it. Was the guy trying to hurt her daughter or whatever? Was he her papa doing the naughty touch? Or a potential home buyer doing the naughty touch?
Linda.
Is it crime of impulse?
For a kind of crime, all the best decisions.
Did her daughter kill somebody?
Hypothetically, of course. Not to mention, it's the doctor.
We just don't.
And she said she was trying to protect her child. Come on, guys.
Saw her last night.
Got it in your brain.
Keeping an eye on her from a distance.
Secretly.
Of course, secretly.
Just a little bit of light stalking.
Is that why you bought the gun?
No, I bought that after I was fried by a goddess and demons took my baby.
Yeah,
But it is
fair.
why I started carrying it with me.
Fair response.
Nobody was supposed to get hurt. And Mr. Sterling came home before he was supposed to, and
You caught me red-handed. Okay. Well, we're gonna need a written statement.
I feel like she's protecting someone too. I don't think she did it.
We'll see. Scary guy. Definitely the killer. Definitely, definitely, definitely.
I don't know. It might have actually just been her daughter, but I don't think it is. Picture of a old lady up there. Likes records. Is that a rubber bullet?
beam background.
You're not Clive.
Who that be? Who you is? Ninja? You're fighting a demon. Good luck. That's a barbell. Or not a barbell. A heavyweight. Kettlebell. That's what it is. Ella! Nope.
Eve.
Eve. What are you doing?
Funny seeing you here.
What F are you doing here?
You know how I left to go find myself?
Yeah.
Well, so I thought back to when I was happiest.
And it was with Maze. So you tried to become her?
Do you remember that time
Okay, you gonna kiss right now or
Anyway.
what?
I realized what I had to do to be happy? You know, it was really quite clear. I don't know why it took me so long to realize it.
You had to
But,
be with Maze.
I had to become a bounty hunter.
No, I don't think that's what it was. I think you needed to be with Maze, and that's why it was difficult and scary and good, and not because it was a bounty hunter thing.
Aren't you? His paintings go for hundreds of thousands.
Yo, so this dude's rich is what they're saying?
I'm Adriana's boyfriend, Owen. She didn't do it, Detective.
Really, yes. I've been
Did you
hearing
do it?
A lot lately. What?
She got mixed up with some sketchy people.
Is this the guy that plays Black Noir in The Boys?
I think I'm gonna become God.
What? You're suddenly gonna become the father of, like, the whole world.
Yes. Indeed.
Sky's the limit, except not.
Hey,
He's nervous.
man. We're happy for you.
I'll stay right here then.
Maybe crack the window though, because It's like a dog in a hot car. She'll die.
Did you notice the words of endearment between the detective and me? As I mentioned previously, we're together.
You seeking reassurance for this decision?
No more will they, won't they?
Well, that's weird because he has a painting from your gallery in his house. A lot of people have Hollingsheads. I didn't say it was a Hollingshead.
What if the only paintings in her gallery are Hollingsheads? Ha! Classic.
Really, darling?
I can pick anything?
Oh, absolutely, darling. Then go ahead.
What a good pun, Lucifer. Love it.
Oh, yes, that would look exquisite next to your
Unnecessary sounds to make right there.
Colors are so...
He and Jamie must have strong-armed Adriana into their crime scheme.
Maybe Adriana runs the crime gang.
We understand you have a talent for acquiring art that is otherwise engaged.
I see. And,
I can assure you, we are very reliable clients.
Just a stack of cash. Here you go. I actually bought a painting. That's hilarious.
For you, detective. Call it an impulse buy.
Thank you. Never got a present from a state before.
Bet she could crack a nut with a keyboard.
That's why
That's
I wanted Lucifer
gross.
to crack her.
I actually really enjoy the nitty-gritty, day-to-day, magical stuff.
Yeah, so you don't want to be God, is what you're saying? Do you think he should be God?
About him, you know, if you could.
Change? About God?
Nah.
No. I mean, that's the whole point of faith. Acceptance.
Right.
Exactly.
God is always there for me. Always. He loves me.
Straight facts.
Probably more than anyone should.
Let's go, Ella. Gang, gang. Take it all, G.
I have a lot of darkness. And the big guy knows, and he doesn't care. He's all good.
I mean, he cares, but...
Which is why I don't deserve him.
But he would tell you to take some of that faith that you have in him
Put a little, just tiny bit in yourself.
and put it in yourself.
You just put your hand on the puke.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
You just hugged the puke.
Try.
It was a good scene, but I liked that. Yeah, no buts about it. I liked that scene. That was good. I don't know where he's leaning now in terms of being God, but we'll find out.
Here you go.
Is it a flashbang?
What's this for?
Oh, it's a flash grenade.
No, we're not gonna need a flashback.
It's not like you turn a corner and whoop, there I am.
There
What
it
do you
is.
think about when I was happiest?
Yeah. Bounty hunting.
No, with you. She was lying. She was with you.
I'm gonna left some stuff out. I was happy because I was with you. I know. Duh. And I
Stupid.
had no idea how to get you back. But then when you took my mask off, you didn't exactly jump into my arms. You looked real mad. Like,
Why do you think that is? Stupid. You straight up bailed.
I was mad.
you broke my heart. I did? That's awesome.
No, you don't smile about that.
Awful. Awful.
Must be the murder weapon.
Boy. That's a big boy. Oh, he's a beefy guy. Oh, dive bomb. Double tap the elbow. Come on, double tap the elbow. I mean, it would have been cooler if you double tapped the elbow. Oh no, Maze. Oh no. Ah, she's fine.
Not bad for a newbie.
Except she got shot.
Thanks, Teach.
Oy, that's not good. Flashbang, useful. Don't kill him though. Slap her in the face. She'll be fine.
Anyway, enough with the bad news. On to what really matters. The detective and I just had...
A spat, I know. I saw. I know, and for once, I needed you to care about someone other than yourself. To care about me! You know what, Lucifer, you're right. Therapy has failed. You're just as selfish and self-absorbed as you...
What is she doing here?
And we're not giving up. So, shall we see what your daughter has to say?
Nothing.
Yeah, Linda, you just yelled at him for nothing.
To protect my mother.
What? Which one? That one?
My mother's sick.
Said they'd kill my mom.
I felt trapped. I was looking for a way out.
When I suddenly heard about it last night.
All I want is to protect my mom. All of this I did for her.
Was it her boyfriend?
I think I know who did this.
The boyfriend. He's sick of all the money they're spending
Figured it out too.
on the mom, and he's like, yo, let's just live our lives.
You need to turn yourself in. I'm someone who actually cares about Adriana. Not someone who pretends to care while framing her for murder.
Wait, what?
I saw you step out of bed.
I look like a good person. Well, I'm not.
Just brains him.
I've done nothing.
Shoots this man in the face.
He framed Adriana.
Yeah, they figured that out.
Yeah, well, that woman.
I'm afraid of rejection.
She's so perfect, and you're just... well,
The devil.
unworthy.
Seamless transition, Lucifer. You know, Linda's probably... Yeah. She's like, I know what you're talking about.
I mean, I felt fear before, but that was a whole other level.
Maze, are you saying what I think you're
She
saying?
love you, girl. She gonna kiss you on your stupid mouth. Teach you to get shot.
I want to be with you too, Eve.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. You know, a little quick with her coming back and you falling back in love, but I'm gonna be okay with it. It's okay. Hooray.
It has my mother's immortality in it. So
Interesting.
I think it will protect you.
What if this was all a plan
Make me immortal?
by Eve?
I don't want to live forever.
Why the hell not?
Mortality is a gift. It makes you appreciate life. Just like fear makes
I love you.
Okay. So pretty quick here.
too.
It's okay, Maze. It's okay. It's okay. You be okay.
I can't.
What the? Oh, you can. Yes, you can.
I'm sorry.
Come on. Come on.
Maze.
Massa Kane. Massa Kane, kiss the girl. You stupid muppet. Come on, Maze. You got the perfect setup there.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's your daughter. She at your house.
There's something I've been wanting to tell you.
You're my mom,
Yeah.
aren't you?
How did you...
She's known for a while.
You're a dog.
I didn't know if you'd want me.
Yeah, especially after she didn't want you. I'm sorry.
Here I am.
Mama. Okay. The past is the past. You guys can be best friends now.
You have a baby.
I do. Would you like to meet him?
Okay.
Yo, this girl kind of fine though. Like, what's up, Adriana? How you doing, girl? He is the product of an angel. Yo, bring Adriana in on all the dirty info about angels. See how she reacts.
You feel unworthy?
No, that's not it.
He feels super worthy.
I definitely feel worthy.
You got a kid.
Made friends, a family. If I'm being honest, I don't want any of that to change. So what?
Me, of course. This is exactly what I need to prove myself.
What?
I don't know.
I've just decided. I'm going to be God.
I don't know. Maybe that's not the best decision for you. Don't know if that's the journey you're on. Right. Okay, that was a good episode. I liked its focus, dual focus on Linda and Lucifer, like working through things. So like, okay, there's like three different things happening. So we got Linda trying to like connect / protect her kid. We got Lucifer, you know, like jumping back into this relationship, and we got Amenadiel / Lucifer kind of moving forward with, you know, what's the plan with God retiring. And we, you know, right away Lucifer jumps back into this relationship, and it's like, I don't know if you're fully on board this. Like, you're going with go with your gut thing to bypass all the doubts you're actually having. So I don't think that's the right thing. Then we have Linda tailing some person right away, and as soon as they got to that murder scene, I was like, that's the same house. And so Linda, you know, she is gonna try and take the fall for this murder because she thinks her daughter did it. Her daughter didn't do it, obviously. And it's just like it's a lot of interesting things happening. Oh, and then like mixed in with this case, we have Maze and Eve, like their drama. So like Eve makes her triumphant return. You know, she's been off doing God knows what. Literally, God knows what. They have a little scuffle, and then it's just like so awkward between them because like obviously Maze is like, yo, you broke my heart, you stupid hoe. You think you can just stroll back in here and try and be a bounty hunter with me? Like, nah, I ain't about that. You know, this, and meanwhile this case is still going, and Linda is just the whole time trying to protect her daughter at like every step of the way. Like, she refuses to believe that her daughter could possibly have been in on this. You know, her daughter super was involved, and you know, maybe she's getting immunity for turning the other people in, but she definitely committed some crimes. Meanwhile, you know, it's just like, it's fun. It was a fun episode. You know, Linda, just her and Lucifer kind of like almost not like battling it out in terms of like their dueling thought processes. Like he's constantly trying to talk to her about like his relationship and what's going on, and she's like, I don't care, man. But in the end, they both end up like intertwining their thoughts and like helping each other out, and it's pretty nice. You know, we have Amenadiel struggling with wanting to become God because, like, you know, he feels like he's the best suited to do the job, and like he's the obvious choice, but he doesn't want to give up everything that he's had down on Earth, especially now that he has a kid. Like, he can't he can do that. He just doesn't want to. And it's just like very interesting. Like all the different, this is a very much an emotionally struggly episode, if that makes sense. Everyone's kind of dealing with their own thing and trying to work through their own things. And almost to the detriment of other people's stuff. You know, I think Amenadiel has some good chats with Ella and good chats with Dan about like making him realize that he really enjoys living on Earth, and that sets up the very end of the episode, but we'll get to that in a minute. We have Maze and Eve on this stakeout together, and I really do enjoy them together. It did feel a tad bit rushed in this episode, of them like falling back in love. I think maybe if we would have brought Eve back in a previous episode, or if they would have made next episode be the episode where they're like in love, that would have been a little better. It just felt a tiny bit rushed in my opinion. But it was obvious like that Eve was didn't want to be a bounty hunter, because that made her happy. She wanted to be with Maze. And they get in this big scuffle in the thing with Clive, who's just like he was throwing haymakers. Like I think they shook the screen every time he made contact to make it seem like a heavier hit. But Eve gets shot, and that puts the fear of God into Maze. Like she has never felt fear like this of a loved one possibly about to die. And that sets up kind of some stuff at the end where Eve is in the hospital and Maze gives her this immortality ring. I honestly forgot she still had that. But it is designed, it'll keep her immortal. And Maze wants to give this her to be like, I'm never letting you die. She thinks she's protecting her. I think Eve was fairly astute in that conversation, though, of like, you're not protecting me, you're protecting yourself. Because she's seen what immortality does to like her son Cain, who went from being a good kid and then murdered his brother, and then like throughout time just became a bitter person, and like was very antagonistic, played by the fantastic Tom Welling, by the way. If you haven't watched Smallville, please do that. But she also saw like what that did to her, and like the lengths that she would go to protect her kid, and the darkness that it's put on her heart. So she's like, I'm not gonna, like, I understand what you're doing when you're trying to make me immortal, is you're protecting yourself from ever feeling that pain again. And she's like, I'm not gonna become immortal. But Maze is like, I'm not gonna do this. Like, I refuse to be with you if I know that you could get hurt. Like, she doesn't even want to introduce the possibility of her like going through that pain of her being hurt again. Because she already kind of dealt with that a tiny bit with her mom, when her mom was like, she didn't even get really to say goodbye to her mom. She's just like, I'm not immortal anymore and I'm gonna die. So she doesn't want to lose a loved one. She's not fully through that process of like growing her soul. Like, she's started growing a soul, I believe, but like she's still very selfish in terms of like the emotions and pains that come with that. So Maze definitely still has a lot of growth left. I like her and Eve together, but yeah, definitely still some growth needed. I liked the interaction between Linda and Lucifer, when Linda thinks that they've like given up and are just gonna arrest her kid. She's like, finally, she's like, you are just as selfish and like all about you and conceited as you have ever been. Like, just help me. And letting out like 5 seasons worth of emotions on Lucifer to be like, bro, all you ever do is ask me to help you, and the one time I need help, you don't do it. But then Lucifer turns it back on her and is like, we're not giving up on her because you're not giving up on her, and we're not giving up on you. And I really enjoyed that. I think it was just a really nice moment from like top quality acting from you know, from Lucifer. Like, just great. And I liked that it turned out to not to be Adriana who killed him, and it was the boyfriend. You know, a little bit of a bummer because that girl no longer has a boyfriend. But if he was willing to frame her for murder, you know, they probably shouldn't be together. And you know, they didn't go into his motivations for doing it. It was just kind of like, you know, he wanted the money or get some, I don't know. Maybe that was, he's sick of living in a crappy place, but like they're not married, so he could have bailed at any point, realistically. But then, yeah, her daughter, Linda's daughter, comes to see her at the end of the episode, and I thought that was really nice. Just kind of like, obviously, Linda was acting weird. You know, she was weird the first time they met at the house, enough to make this girl suspicious, and then at the police station again, she's like, bro, something's going on. And so they finally connect. Linda is able to kind of like, she doesn't have to push past her like fears of being rejected because this girl like actively sought her out now. I mean, granted, Linda did 75% of the work, but now they're finally connected. Hopefully they don't try and push the TV trope of like, you know, I hope her daughter's a reoccurring character, obviously, but I hope they don't try and push the trope of like Linda becoming like overprotective or like trying to get over involved in her life and then having her fight back against that, because you know, she's got a mom, right? Like, I hope they just integrate Linda and her lives together in a healthy way. You know, it's always frustrating when you see those like conflicts on TV shows that don't need to happen. You know, one thing, if you're looking for a show that does away with all these needless TV tropes that just piss you off when you watch shows, watch Superman and Lois. They expertly navigate all these little tropes, and they're just like all the annoying tropes that you see in TV and movies, they just stomp on them, and they're like, communication. Everyone's talking to each other, communicating great. Just watch that show. It's wonderful. But yeah, and then she shows her kid, and she seems to be like fairly healthy in terms of like seeing this kid. Like, she's not like, oh, you have a kid, like you couldn't deal with me, but now you're in a place to deal with the kid. She's not like resentful towards Charlie. She's like, yeah, I'll hold him, like that's cool. And they seem happy. So hopefully things continue to be happy between them. You know, Linda deserves good things, and her daughter is fine as hell. Look at that girl. Holy crap. That's insane. But then the cliffhanger of this episode, is it a cliffhanger? Just the stinger at the end of the episode, with Lucifer deciding that he is gonna be God. That is interesting. You know, I kind of figured that this would be the route that we would go kind of from the beginning. Like, Lucifer is going to try and step up to be God, and I assume Michael will come back to also try and claim the position. You know, that has seemed to be the conflict that they've been setting up this whole time. You know, obviously Amenadiel doesn't want to be God, and Lucifer, you know, he believes he's worthy due to, you know, pretty much having all the similar celestial abilities, not abilities necessarily, like characteristics. You know, he's also celestial, like Amenadiel, so he's like, yo, why not me? And it's like, well, you know, maybe we should create a council instead, council of angels, with maybe Amenadiel and you being like the top two positions, kind of like share it. I don't know, man, but it'll be an event. It'll be something. I don't know how I feel about Lucifer trying to become God, just like, not even from the like a theological standpoint of outside the show of being like that's heresy, but like from five plus seasons of watching his character, I do not believe he would be good at being God. That's just my opinion, but you know, he could prove me wrong, so we'll see what happens. I think that's all I got for this episode, though. If you have thoughts on this episode, let me know in the comments down below. I apologize for taking so long to watch another episode, but we're back. If you liked this episode, please consider leaving a like on the video. Helps my channel out a ton, helps my videos get seen more. Subscribe if you want to see reactions for the final 3 episodes of this season of Lucifer. I saw on Instagram that season 6 is coming in September, so not that far away. Pretty stoked about that. And then if full-length reactions are something that interests you, and you want to see my full uncut reaction and watch along format, I post all of those for everything I watch over on Patreon. There you can also become a super supporter and get featured in all of my videos. But thank you for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.